A commercial airliner hits the tarmac in Reno, Nevada, in the dead of night. The engines spin down, and the flight crew slowly unlocks the cockpit door to check the cabin. They step out to find an empty cabin. The rear stairway is deployed into the freezing wind, and a briefcase containing a bomb and $200,000 is gone. The missing passenger was a man who called himself Dan Cooper, and the date was November 24, 1971. Every detail of the event is recorded in official federal files, documenting a massive, immediate law enforcement response to the crime. Usually, a heist leaves a trail, a stray fingerprint, a misspent bill, or a witness. Here, investigators were met with an absolute void of evidence. This disappearance left investigators without a single lead, turning a mid-air heist into a void that the FBI has never been able to fill. Hours earlier, the flight began like any other. Cooper was just a quiet man riding in the back of the plane. He calmly signaled a stewardess over to his seat. In the narrow aisle of the commercial cabin, he delivered his message. To prove he wasn't bluffing, he opened his briefcase to reveal a bomb hidden inside. This image shows a briefcase packed with cash, mirroring his highly specific demands: $200,000 and exactly 4 parachutes. Demanding multiple parachutes was a logistical tactic. It suggested he might force hostages to jump with him, compelling authorities on the ground to comply with every demand to ensure passenger safety. By establishing undeniable leverage with the bomb, Cooper took total control over the crisis, dictating the exact terms of the hijacking without causing a panic in the cabin. The plane landed on the tarmac in Seattle, where Cooper executed his first transaction. He exchanged all 36 passengers for the cash and the parachutes. Releasing the hostages was a strategic necessity. He needed to remove the unpredictable variable of human panic from his workspace. This map traces the flight path he dictated, a direct line originating in Seattle and heading south, straight toward Reno, Nevada. Once airborne, he issued his final command. He told the entire flight crew to go into the cockpit and lock the door behind them. Cooper now possessed absolute, unmonitored control over the entire empty passenger cabin. No one was watching him. Systematically eliminating every human variable, both passengers and crew, was the required engineering step to pull off an impossible mid-air vanishing act. Now, he was completely alone in the cabin. The plane cruised through the pitch-black sky somewhere between Seattle and Reno. Cooper manually opened the rear door of the aircraft and extended the aft stairway directly into the freezing slipstream. He stepped out onto the stairs, jumped into the dark of night, and separated himself from the aircraft forever. Over the subsequent decades, the FBI generated a massive, exhaustive list of potential suspects to track down the missing jumper, but the manhunt failed. Every single suspect was eventually cleared, and the trail went entirely cold. By flawlessly executing a blueprint of leverage, isolation, and darkness, Dan Cooper successfully erased his own existence. He left behind a ghost story that remains undefeated by modern law enforcement.